Hi, friends. So we have three writing choices every day. You have a narrative prompt option, you have a journal entry option, and you have a read aloud response option. But today we're going to read Diary of a Worm because the journal response options are pretty much a diary. So we're going to read Diary of a Worm. Now he formats his. He puts the date at the top, and then he writes on the bottom. March 20th. Mom says there are three things I should always remember. 1. The earth gives us everything we need. 2. When we dig tunnels, we help take care of the earth. Must make tunnel, help earth breathe. 3. Never bother Daddy when he's eating the newspaper. March 29th. So there are some days in between. His first journal entry was March 20th. His next one was March 29th. So it's up to you if you decide to do a journal or a diary of some sort. You can do it every single day. But it looks like he leaves a couple days in between. So he doesn't write every day. He just writes when he feels he has something important to say. Today I tried to teach Spider how to dig. First of all, his legs got stuck. I think I've twisted one of my ankles. Then he swallowed a bunch of dirt. Tomorrow, he's going to teach me how to walk upside down. So why do you think the worm couldn't teach the spider how to dig or how to tunnel through the dirt? Each animal or each insect has body parts and are made and designed to do specific things. Worms are made to dig through the dirt. Spiders are not. So I don't think Worm learning how to walk upside down like Spider can is going to work out very well. He's not made for that. First of all, he has no legs. March 30th. So this is the next day. This is right after March 29th. We're at March 30th. Worms cannot walk upside down. Oh, he tried to walk upside down and the spider spun a web and tossed it down to catch him. April 4th. Fishing season started today. We all dug deeper. Did you guys hear something? So if you've ever been fishing or know anything about fishing, or maybe you went with someone who was fishing, a lot of times people use worms to stick on the end of their hook when they're fishing that will attract the fish to come to their hook and bite it. So these worms have decided they're going to dig a little deeper down. So if people start digging in the dirt for worms to go fishing, they would have to dig really deep to find them. April 10th. It rained all night and the ground was soaked. We spent the entire day on the sidewalk. Hopscotch is a very dangerous game. Next time it rains, I want you to go outside. Maybe you have a sidewalk by where you live or your driveway is paved. If it rains a lot, the worms wash up and end up on the pavement. You can see them there. And we know what hopscotch is. It's the game where you hop on the numbers or the letters, whatever you draw on your board. And for them to be on the sidewalk where all these children are playing with their feet gets a little nervous. April 15th. I forgot my lunch today. I got so hungry that I ate my homework. My teacher made me write, I will not eat my homework 10 times. When I finished, I ate that too. April 20th. I snuck up on some kids in the park today. They didn't hear me coming. I wiggled up right between them and they screamed. I love when they do that. So not all kids and not all people like to see worms or insects where they're playing. May 1st. Grandpa taught us that good manners are very important. So today I said good morning to the first ant I saw. There were 600 more of them in line. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Hey, nice to see ya. Howdy, good morning. I stood there all day. Does anyone know what a group or a bunch of ants are called? They're called a colony. Ants live in a colony. And there can be thousands of ants in a colony, but this one has about 600. May 8th. I had the worst nightmare last night. Giant birds were playing hopscotch. And we know birds like to swoop down and use their feet to grab the worms to eat. Mom says I have to stop eating so much garbage right before I go to bed. May 15th, I got into a fight with Spider today. He told me you need legs to be cool. Then he ran. I couldn't keep up. Maybe he's right. May 16th, I made Spider laugh so hard he fell out of his tree. Who needs legs? May 28th, last night I went to the school dance. You put your head in, you put your head out. What song is that? You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's all we could do. So that is the hokey pokey, and you guys might have done that in music. You put your hand in, you put your hand out, you put your hand in, you put your hand out. But worms don't have hands, or fingers, or legs, or feet, like we would do if we were dancing. All they have is heads. June 5th. Today we made macaroni necklaces in art class. I brought mine home and we ate it for dinner. June 15th. My older sister thinks she's so pretty. I told her that no matter how much time she spends looking in the mirror, her face will always look just like her rear end. Not the kindest, but worms, even though they have eyes at the front of their head, their whole body looks pretty much the same. Spider thought that was really funny. My mom did not. July 4th. When I grow up, I want to be a Secret Service agent. Spider says I will have to be very careful because the president might step on me by mistake. It's a dangerous job, I told him, but someone's got to do it. July 28th. 3 things I don't like about being a worm. 1, I can't chew gum. 2, I can't have a dog. And 3, all that homework. And his books are Digging, Soil Through the Ages, Night Crawlers, and Compost 101. July 29th. 3 good things about being a worm. I never have to go to the dentist. I never have to get in trouble for tracking mud through the house. And I never have to take a bath. So even though on this page he was talking about the things that he doesn't like being a worm for, he was able to think about the things that he does enjoy being a worm for. So he was feeling maybe a little sad or negative, but then he took a step back and he realized there are good parts to being a worm, and he was able to figure out what some of those are for him. August 1st. It's not always easy being a worm. We're very small, and sometimes people forget that we're even here. But, like Mom always says, the earth never forgets we're here. And he is correct. Earthworms play a huge role in keeping the earth the way that it is and keeping the soil. It's called aerated, so that soil has like air that can get through it and things can live in it and everything can grow up from it. And here are some of his pictures that he taped in his journal. So if you are deciding to do the journal entries for your writing prompts, you can include the date, you could include the time, you could include some things that you're doing or maybe how you're feeling. I know a lot of us are not used to spending this much time at home, but there have got to be some good things that you found out about spending so much time at home. Just like at first Worm was saying, ugh, well, here are 3 things that are not great about being a worm. We could probably say, here are some things that are not great about being at home or that I don't like being at home all the time. And that's fine. But then you also have to think about, well, what are some good things about all of this? So some good things for me for all of this is that I get to spend a lot more time with my dogs. My one dog, Charlie, he cannot be out when we're not home because he chews stuff that is not good for him to chew. So when we're not home, he goes in his crate. But because I'm home all the time, he gets to be out and play. Another good thing is I've had time to make a garden outside my house and expand my chicken coop. And the third thing is I'm able to clean my house and do all of my laundry when I need to. So those are 3 good things that I've been able to do since spending more time at home today. So maybe that could be your journal entry today if you wanted to. You could think of 3 good things that have started or you've been able to do more of now that you've been spending more time at home. So that was The Diary of a Worm. If you are interested, there are some read-alouds of The Diary of a Worm on YouTube, and there's another book that goes with that. It's called Diary of a Spider. You could look into that book as well. Happy day, boys and girls.